Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I'm going to talk about Dolce & Gabbana, the One Mysterious Nights. Now, this fragrance has already appeared in a couple of my top 10 videos. It has appeared in my Valentine's Day pick for 2019. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. Nothing less than that. So let's start with the packaging. Look at the box. It's nothing special. It's a cardboard box, but what I really like is the golden dot on the top. You can see they've made an attempt to really convey a message of opulence, richness, beauty. There's something special about this fragrance. I am very excited. Now, let me tell you, this has got nothing to do with Dolce & Gabbana, the One EDP. The EDT, I vaguely remember it, so I don't think there is any similarity, although in Fragrantica people seem to suggest. I don't think so. I don't think there is any similarity. But, who cares? This is a special fragrance. So, let's start. It was released in 2018. I do not know the name of the parfumer, and I understand this was released for the Middle Eastern market and the European market, so it's very difficult to get hold of in other places like the United States or Australia or even India. So I think in India it's easily available, but not in Australia, not in the United States. In fact, some of my friends on Instagram who are from the United States commented that it's very hard to get hold of. So let's start. The moment you spray it, there are many things that hit you, but one thing is for certain, it really touches you. It's magical. Yeah. What they've done is they've used a very Eastern type of perfumery, rose, and that rose is basically very dense, velvety, and rich. One of the very finest quality of rose that I've smelled, and I do not like rose, right? This is a fragrance which has converted me into a rose lover. Yeah, that's how impactful this fragrance has been for me. So, rose, oud, and the oud is not skanky, but you're smelling oud, because it's got this amazingly dense and 360-degree spherical kind of a scent. It's not one-dimensional or two-dimensional. It's a really full-bodied woody smell. And when you smell deep and beautiful, with intent, you smell saffron. So rose, oud, and saffron are used in hundreds of Arabian fragrances. Hundreds. But here it is special. It is special because of the addition of a fantastic amber note. The amber makes the fragrance radiate, yeah, and gives that little tangy feel to it. Otherwise, it would have been very cloying. There's another very smart execution of sage. You'll not smell it here, but you'll smell it in the dry down. And that sage creates this manly feel about the fragrance. It's peppery, and exactly as the sage you would have smelled it in the 70s fragrance, spicy green fougere fragrances. But it's so beautifully covered that you don't get to smell it when you first spray it. But that's the reason the fragrance doesn't go into the female territory, feminine territory. It's at best a unisex. There are also subtle nuances of leather-like feel, which is what I get from labdanum. Yeah, and there is also this bitterness about it. It's not a sweet fragrance. It's like a dense, aromatic, slight bittery, woody fragrance. No sweetness. Now, the sweetness comes in, I know, and that bittery, leathery feel is because of labdanum and tonka. Right? This is the fragrance. Deep, beautiful, seductive rose with supporting oud, a little bit of amber, and a little bit of spices. Right? This is the opening. The fragrance changes twice. Once it changes when it loses all that sweetness and it starts to radiate from your skin. This is when it becomes into a deep floral amber scent. Yeah? So amber becomes prominent. Rose subdues a little bit from the beginning, and the woody notes lose their oudiness and become slightly chocolatey, dry, woody kind of a scent. Beautiful synthetic oud has been used here, most probably of the Cambodian variety. So at the very end, the spiciness comes up. As I said, the sage comes up a bit, but saffron always subdued. But all in all, the composition is poetry, beautiful poetry. So Upsides and downsides. Number one upside, this is a magical scent. This is not a designer fragrance, this is niche quality magical fragrance. Love it. Number two, the composition has enough to warrant a purchase. Yeah? Great value for money. This is not cheap. It's available online for about £110. The bottle you've seen is a 150 ml bottle. If you look hard enough, you'll get it for much cheaper. I got my bottle for 65 for 150 ml. Yeah, used. It was missing a few sprays at the top. You can see I've decanted a few, but still, man, £65 for 150 ml fragrance for such a high quality is just a bargain for me. Third one is the performance. The sillage, the longevity, and the projection are all strong. So I get about 15 hours, 12 to 15 hours, 4 sprays under my shirt, and I really like it to waft out because it's monstrous projection. 2 on your skin or under your shirt collar will see you through the whole day. Everybody will smell you. They just need to be about an arm's length. Done. Beautiful performance. Yeah. And sillage, as I said, it's a very strong, high quality fragrance. So you get decent sillage. So that's the performance side. And now the fourth one is the most important. Heavy compliment factor. This fragrance will absolutely get you compliments. I'll be very surprised if you don't get a compliment. For me, I was at the fishmongers this morning, right? And you know, when you're at the fishmongers, you get the smell of fish. The person who was selling me the fish is known to me. So he sold me the fish, I was paying for it, and he says, well, mate, you smell really, really good today. It's just, it's the fragrance is such that it will evoke reactions, guaranteed. And from people who don't normally compliment you on the fragrance. It's such a fragrance, it's just beautiful. It's like smelling a beautiful rose. It's brilliant. So those are the 4 pros. Now the downsides, I would say, number one downside, people who do not like rose definitely wouldn't like this, but it's a fragrance which has converted me. So don't abstain yourself from at least testing it. Number 2 would be the availability. It's very hard to get hold of. A lot of people have told me this, that it's not available in their country or it is too expensive in their country. So that's availability and cost can become a problem in some countries. The third downside would be the limited wearability. I would not be able to wear this in summer heat. But I understand that people in the Arabic countries do wear very heavy fragrances in high heat, so it should not be a problem for some people. For me, it will be a problem. I won't be able to wear this in high heat. So limited wearability. Age groups. No age group bar. A 20-year-old can enjoy it. A 60-year-old can enjoy it. It's just a beautiful fragrance, masterfully created. I do not see any problems with age groups. And also with sexes, this is pretty unisex. And that could be a downside for some people, not for me. I have no issues with this fragrance, and I don't think it leans feminine. It's a unisex which leans masculine because of sage. So I think I've covered every aspect. And in terms of marks, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. A fabulous fragrance. Absolutely brilliant niche quality designer. Loved it. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.